Hey, there you guys are. Let me turn this air off. There's noise over here. So what are we doing today? I'm going to take you guys with me, and we're going to change this oil. We're going to change this oil on this car. First thing we got to do is heat her up. We're going to heat her up right now. You guys ready for this? We're going to heat up the oil. Now we heat up the oil. Go for a ride. Got the boys in the car. Got Benji. Where's Bud? Come here, Bud. Come here. You're turning up. Come here. There you are. There's Bud. Oh, that's Benji. All right, anyway, we're going to go do this. We're going to come back in a second. You got to run around the block. All right, later. Oh, yeah. Okay, so after you heat up the engine, see where it's at? Normal operating temperature. Got it? All right, next step. Next step, you're going to reach down here to this and pull that. And that's going to open that hood. See that little hood right there? Next, you go out to the front of the car and you find there's a hood. Then you got a secondary latch right here. All right, they're all in different spots. So hood support rod, that's what we're gonna call it. All right, so you're gonna grab that. Let me put the hood on my shoulder. Okay, so I got this, it's in my hand. Pull it out of there. Got it? Then we push the hood up, like that. You put the hood support in over there, see? Right there. All right, so we got the hood support in, and there she is. What I like to do when you do an oil change, I like to pull it out and check where it's at right now. Give me a second. Yeah, so after a year, she's a quart low. Yep. And we're gonna go ahead and change it, and we'll service it back up. This vehicle holds 6 quarts. So she was due to be changed, and quart low. Hey, I save a quart by changing oil. So here you guys are underneath the vehicle. This has got the notorious oil leak. It's from that gasket up there on the oil pan. See the little drips? See, come down. I haven't wiped nothing. And it took a year, 1 year, to lose a quart. I keep an eye on it. I'm not overly worried about a little leak around the oil pan gasket. I have to keep an eye on it. But right here, back here's the drain plug. See up there? And that's a 15 millimeter. All right, that's a 15 millimeter. I gotta make sure I keep you guys in the right orientation here. We'll flip the phone over, and right up here is your oil filter. See that white one right there? Air conditioner compressor. Oh my God, AC compressor right there. Yeah, she's running good. Nice, running good. There's a gun. Look underneath this car. That's why you want to buy a Florida car if you're up north. Check that out. You gotta double check though. Some people down here, they get crazy and they'll run these cars over on the beach in the salt water. Kids, youngins, I guess you'd call them. Yeah, you gotta be careful because you can get a Florida car. It's a rust ball because somebody did something stupid like that. One time I was looking at a truck. It looked like a nice truck. I get underneath it, and they got the whole bottom of that truck painted black. Can you believe that? The guy's like, we paint all the underbodies black. I said, you get it because you're covering something up, man. You don't paint the underbody black unless you're trying to hide something. And I told, well, anyway, I didn't get that car. I said, no way, I ain't buying this. No way. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Yeah, she's all good to go. You gotta get this oil changed. Just doing a little inspection. You guys are here with me. Them tires look good. What do you think? Nice tread. You know, the tires right there got almost 60,000 miles on them. Almost 60,000. I think she's doing good for 60,000 miles. Yeah. Some nice Michelins right there. Yeah. They're touring tires. I'm on Defenders, but that's what they are. See, you can buy, some people, they'll buy a Goodyear Eagle tire. Then they're like, dang, I only got 20, 30,000 miles and they wore out. Yeah, because that's a traction tire. That rubber is real soft. And unless you're a race car driver, you don't need that soft rubber. Only reason you can get that soft rubber is because you're going to be spinning around a lot. So you don't do that. Unless you're a hot rodder, then you want that soft rubber. But anyway, just letting you know that you want to take mileage on you when you get the tire. You might spend big money on a Goodyear Eagle, but I'm telling you, you're going to be mad. All right. I'll be back. All right. Well, yesterday we were doing that oil change on my Escape. And through the advent of video technology, just kidding. Yesterday I was gathering all my stuff, right? You guys were with me, I think. I think you seen me. Yeah, let's see if I can get it in here. Yeah, I got the oil pan yesterday, right? And I got my 15 millimeter wrench. That's what this Ford Escape with a 3.0 needs. I got my oil filter wrench. Remember? Did I show you this? Anyway, and it's nice to have a funnel. That way you don't make a mess all over your engine. But anyway, and trust the pan. So I had all that, right? I had my oil. My oil's over there. Here, go get it. Here's my oil. Here's what I like to use. Now I do. Since the old Escape's up to 120-some thousand, I started using the high mileage. It's supposed to slow down the oil leaks. And you seen yesterday, I got some oil leaks. I don't know if I ever change that oil pan gasket. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But it drips 1 quart in a year. So I ain't really sweating it. But anyway, I use the mobile one. Not a sponsor. So I had all that, right? I had all that. I had everything. I always have everything, right? Not yesterday. You guys probably noticed by now. The one thing I didn't have, thanks to Amazon, because I didn't feel like going nowhere yesterday. So I got on Amazon, and I was like, "Gotta get me an oil filter." So I went there, and they said they'd have it here by 4 a.m. in the morning. I was like, why waste my gas driving to Walmart? The same price, by the way. I double checked because I'm cheap. But Walmart wasn't the same price. Amazon wasn't the same price. This takes a Motorcraft FL500S. That's what the Ford Escape 3.0 takes. Your vehicle's going to take probably a different filter if you got a different vehicle. You make sure you oil up your gasket. I'm one of the people that does not fill up my oil filter, because on this car, especially this car, just to let you know, if you tried that to fill this up, right, then you go to install it. Right? It goes on the engine like that. Look at that. What do you think is going to happen to all that oil you put inside there? It's going to come out all over the ground. And a lot of my other vehicles I never filled up. Maybe if I went just like that, I probably might would have. I think I have on different cars. But if you just, when it cranks over, it's going to fill that up and get oil when you throw out your engine. And if you just ran your engine before your oil change, to get everything washed around, get down the oil pan, oil still up on your valves, your lifters, everything. It's got a nice coat of oil everywhere. And trust me, in that split second, nothing's going to happen. Well, don't trust me. I speculate. Remember that. I speculate. That way you can't come back later and say, "Oh, I remember Dinger said." No. Don't say Dinger said no. That's what they used to say back when I was in the military. Who was it? A girl with the last name Amachi. I ain't gonna say her real name, but it was Amachi, it sounded like. And she'd go back in later and say, they say, "Why are you doing it like this? The book says this." And she'd always come back and say, "Well, Dinger said to do it this way." Amachi, you don't say that. You just can't tell them. Yeah, I might be better in the book. No, I didn't say that. No, the book tells you detailed crap. I detail the book. I'm getting off the subject with this whole video of the oil change, but the book will tell you all the procedures uh, and overtell you stuff, and sometimes undertell you stuff. Uh, it'll have you do stuff that you don't need to do. And after you do it a couple of times, guess what? You realize, well, I didn't need to. Why did they tell me to do this? I didn't need to do that. So after a while of working on something, you realize the book's full of crap on some stuff. And some other stuff it ain't. But that's the deal with that. Well, without further ado, we're going to get into this oil change. It's kind of nice having this selfie stick. It almost looks like I have something videotaping. And yeah, and I got my rags. You gotta have rags too. Don't forget your rags, your oil, and don't forget your filter. That's why this is part 2, but it's gonna be combined into one video. Even I forget stuff now and then. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and stop this, and I'll get into the oil changing procedure. All right, it ain't hard. It's real simple. And in life, we make sacrifices. And a while back, this nice pink, pretty blanket. It was nice too. I don't know who's out here. My wife got mad at me, but it made a sacrifice for me. It's my throw. Whenever I'm working on something, that way I don't have to crawl around on cement. Yep. So it made a sacrifice for me. I appreciate it too. All right, let's get into this. All right, there's the oil pan drain right here, as you can see right there. All right, you want to reach up there with your wrench. And make sure you always go the right direction, all right? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Okay, give me a second. We'll get it going here. So you want to loosen it. I broke it free a little bit. So it's going to go that way, all right? I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to get my oil pan. Anyway, you get your bolt loose. You don't need to wrench up there no more. So you just loosen up your plug. Make sure you got the pan in the right position. And I started years ago, I wouldn't have been using gloves. But if you're a youngin', I recommend you wearing gloves. So time has took advantage of my hands here. So, and if I was smarter when I was younger, I'd have been wearing gloves. And there goes the oil going in the pan. That's good. It's a good thing. Yep, it hits the right spot. There it is. It's draining in there. This holds 6 quarts, so make sure you, it's a quart low though. Well, so it has 5 quarts. So make sure you have a big enough pan that's going to catch 5 quarts. And what I usually do is I'll pour this back into the container I got it from. And I'll take the AutoZone and pour it in their oil dump. So that's what I do my oil. Back in the day, we didn't do that years ago. We had a hole in the backyard and we'd go back there and pour it. But that ain't environmentally correct anymore. So I don't do that no more. But I never did it here. So, but back at the Hacienda when I grew up, I think all the neighbors used the same hole. Anyway, we'd go back there and pour it in that spot. Yep. Back in the day. Just putting it back where it came from. Yep, that's where they get it from, the ground. Yep, a little deep. But anyway, we don't do that no more. You got to be environmentally sound and send it to AutoZone. So we're going to let this drain, and I got to go do some leaf blowing. If you have something to do, go ahead and do it while it's draining. When I do my oil change, I let it get there and drip, drip, drip until it's basically empty. And then a couple seconds from now, when this slows down, I'm going to pull the filter and let that drip, drip, drip at the same time as this. So I'm going to have both of them dripping while I go out and do some leaf blowing. I'll be back. You guys have it good. And we'll get back into part 2, which is really nothing other than, well, give me a second. Ford Escape 2009 with the 3.0 V6. It has the oil filter. It's really in a super convenient spot. I've done cars both ways, and I think I grabbed the big one. Yeah, I sure did. I think I got the wrong filter wrench. Anyway, let's see. It's a little tighter than that. I'll be back in a second. Anyway, now I got the right size wrench. You reach up and you just put that on there, and you turn your oil filter until she starts loosening up on you. And now it should be loosened up for the hand. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, she is. Okay. I don't want to get it going right now. I'm gonna see my other pan over there. It's starting to just drizzle, and I'm gonna put both my wrenches over there. Take my other wrench here and put it over there. Take my old pan bolt. Make sure I have this. Don't lose this. That's your bolt. Yep, that's your bolt. That over there. I'm gonna pull back my blankie. It's nice to change oil with a security blankie. That's what I started doing a long time ago. Yep, I got me a security blankie. Anyway, got the oil draining in the pan over there. All right. Yep, got a little run, just running out slow. You pull the pan out this way. Make sure you keep it positioned right. You don't get that running out the back of that. Then we're gonna get this over here this way a little bit. All right. What's nice about the Escape? The Ford Escape on this position, it's actually high enough. You don't have to jack it up or nothing to do this procedure. I mean, I could have. It made it a little easier, but not much. Not worth the effort. There's my oil draining. Ooh, I don't want it to get on the filter. There it goes. Anyway, me coming down my hand here in a second. This is why I don't fill it up with oil. Could you imagine? I fill this up with oil. I go to put it on the car. It's dripping down my hand. I don't do it that way. Anyway, it only takes to do an oil change on this. If I was in a hurry, I'd probably do it in maybe 5-6 minutes. Most times it's gonna be draining. Maybe 10 total. Yeah, I'd say 10. You could do it in 10 at your house. Quicker in the shop. They don't let it drip dry, and they don't. Trust me, as soon as that oil slows down over there, they're putting the plug right back in it. So that's the difference. It ain't a big deal. If you had a little bit of old oil in there still, it ain't a big deal at all. All right, let's get out of here. Let's just drain here. All right, so I always reach in my new jug, get me some fresh oil on my finger, and you lube up the oil ring right here. What that does is allow you, because you're not gonna tighten this crazy with a wrench or nothing. You get it snug. I always go snug, just till it touches. Actually, when it touches, then I go 3/4 turn. That's what I do. But anyway, you don't want to go crazy tightening it up. And don't make the mistake of leaving this sitting around with the lid off, because you'll dump it. I'll tell you, get the lid off, everything's gonna dump. Set it over there. There's the old filter. All right, we're gonna wipe it down and we're gonna get going. Put it back together. All right, you want to reach up in here, clean off the surface where the oil filter is going to go. Make sure everything's nice and pretty. You want to make sure the customer's happy. Oh, that's me. Okay, yeah. Well, you want to make sure you're happy, right? You don't do a crappy job. That's why I do it myself. If I want a crappy job, I take it over Jiffy Lube. Anyway, nothing wrong with Jiffy Lube if you go to the right place. But anyway, get everything cleaned up where you can right now, because once you get that filter up there, you can't get around that area no more. So you want to make sure that spot's pretty clean before you get the oil filter. All right, the next step. Now, see this wire right here. It's causing you guys way, but that wire is very vital. That's my O2 sensor. O2 sensor. There we All right, now we got the surface clean. We loop. Now we got the surface clean, and we lubed up the O-ring on the filter. Reach up there, just get the filter back on. Pretty simple procedure. Spin it. Here's where. Okay, now see how that, there's a line, a marker. See that I do? Okay, so we know where that is, just where it touched. Right. So now we're going to go 3/4 of a turn. I mean, I can do it by hand mostly. Probably might be able to do it all the way with my. All right, there it is. We're done. I ain't got to use a filter wrench. I got that. It's on there. Okay, so that's 3/4 of a turn. More. That's what I do. Everybody's different. That's what I do. That's 3/4 of a turn. And that's on there. So next step, we're going to reach. There's a little drip coming out of there still. We cleaned up the surface for the bolt. All right, so we're going to put the bolt in now. We'll put the bolt in. So now I'm trying to videotape this. So that's why it looks a little difficult. It ain't really difficult at all. So all I'm doing is putting the bolt in by hand. It's cleaned. Got a little oil on the O-ring for the bolt. And once you get it snug here, just tighten, right? Now then you grab the wrench. It just snugged down with a wrench, right? Okay, so then what I do is this tight, and I'll give it a couple of these, just barely, not crazy. And that's it. That's all tight here. I go with that bolt. All right, so double check. You know you tighten the bolt. Your filter's good. All tight. Make sure you don't mess up your O2 sensor wiring. Put that heat shield back down there. Oh, that's wild. That thing makes so much noise. All it is that wire just touching that right there. Oh, that's weird. Makes a lot of noise. Anyway, okay, we're done with that. All we do is now put oil in the car. Don't forget to put oil in the car. Yeah, and I got the oil dripping into the engine there. I try to get every ounce of my oil by. I'm a cheapie. Anyway, so that's dripping. I can go get my motor coat and get that ready. Don't forget this car takes 6 quarts, so it only holds 5. So I got to put more in there. So I'll be back in a second. Yeah, so when I do my oil changes, about every 4th oil change, I put about 2 ounces of motor coat in my oil per quart. So this is going to take 12 ounces. And I get my cup right there, my measuring cup. I get my motor coat right here. I'm going to measure out. There's my gasket. Then I measure out. There's going to be 8 ounces in this cup. Probably a little bit more than 8 ounces because it's got the 8 ounces to a line. So I'm going to take it just about full. So I'd say that's 10 at least right there. So I just need a little bit more after this. And don't forget your synthetic oil right here is good to the last drop. So it's been dripping for a long time. I can't wait no longer. I'm going to get that out of there. Put that bucket over there. Got your funnel right there. Got your motor coat in your hand. Don't make a mess. Don't make a mess, dear. All right. Yeah. You want to get your motor coat. Oh, don't move. We're going to make a mess here. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Here we got the funnel in a good position. Pour the motor coat down in there. That's a good 10 ounces right there. I'm going to put a couple more ounces in there. Let's do this real quick. Put 2 more ounces in there. Yeah, I'd say it's 2 more ounces. Now, motor coat is an additive. It makes your engine nice and happy. You can go check it out at motorcoat.com. I'm not a sponsor. Anyway, I put my motor coat in there. That's plenty of motor coat. And I got to finish filling it up to desired quantity right there. All right, we're back. So we're done filling it up. It says it's good, but don't forget, we're going to go ahead and start it up, let it run for a little bit, and then we'll go back and check it because there's no oil in the oil filter. So that might be still a little low. Boy, is my voice parched. I don't even get it. I don't even know why. Anyway, take the funnel out. We're going to put the lid back on. We're going to crank up the engine, let it run for a few minutes. Then we'll check it, recheck the oil. Normally I'd turn that the other way, but it doesn't matter. I want to spin it for a second. There's my stuff. Make sure your stuff's all clear. Put your stuff down there on the ground. That's a selfie stick. Yeah, I got a selfie stick. And there's some more garbage. I was drinking water. My other glove. Because I'm doing some leaf blowing. Here's my earmuffs. Try to protect my tinnitus ears. Yeah, I got tinnitus bad from listening to jets all the time. Here's my box. And the funnel. I think that's it. That's it. Alright, we're going to go crank the engine up real quick. Oh, my battery must be getting low. It just said something about battery saver. Alright, we're going to crank her up. Everything's clear. Sounds good. Hey, so anyway, I gotta make an end to this video. Changing the oil. She's all topped off, cap's back on, oil filter's in, drain plug's in, oil's in. And I don't want you guys to think I'm tired from changing the oil. I've been working the yard, taking care of leaves. So you guys keep hearing that noise. I'm putting a new roof on the house across the street. Down the street. It's in bad shape. They're changing joist, taking the board out, putting plywood on there. Yeah, they're doing some work to that house. I imagine pretty soon they'll be doing some drywall work because I'm pretty sure that roof was leaking for quite some time. Anyway, just making a quick end of the video. Like I said, I'm not tired from changing oil. That's pretty simple. I've been running around doing all kinds of stuff. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Oh my goodness. I'm using the camera as a mirror. Got crap in my eyes. Anyway. I can get me some goggles for when I blow the leaves. That's what I got to do. Alright. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.